All right, so here we have day-old news because I was busy on November 8th yesterday winning or with my client being granted asylum um, by the immigration judge in Seattle. So I was busy. So here we have an article dated November 8th, 2021 by Michael Baxter over at RealRawNews.com. Link in the description. Chelsea Clinton hanged at GITMO. Go get, and let's just hop right into the news, shall we? And again, for the fragile Christians and for the proud Christians, there is no general's voice in this. There's no admiral's voice in this. There's no angry little man's voice in this, and there's no drill sergeant voice in this. So basically, they do have. I've heard that on YouTube they're reading these articles. They have a computer reading these articles, so you can have it basically monotone, even depending on how allergic to emotion, because that's what I try to emote. I try to emote emotion. Anyway, Chelsea Clinton hanged at Gitmo by Michael Baxter, November 8th, 2021. The false bravado Chelsea Clinton displayed at the conclusion of her military tribunal quickly evaporated when she learned the Office of Military Commissions intended to hang her, as it had her mother, for crimes committed against the nation and children of the world. The decision to hang Clinton, a JAG source told Real Raw News, was not reached swiftly because Rear Admiral Crandall was initially uncertain whether legal precedents supported the execution of a criminal not convicted of murder or treason. Although the three-officer panel recommended capital punishment, Rear Admiral Crandall sought counsel instead of making a unilateral judgment. On October 28th, 2 days after Clinton's conviction, Rear Admiral Crandall tasked 6 senior JAG officers with deciding whether Clinton should be hanged or spend life at Guantanamo Bay. Until that point, all executions took place after a military tribunal found the accused guilty of murder and or treason, clearly defined capital offenses worthy of a hanging or firing squad. Trafficking in foreign children, as opposed to American ones, muddied the waters, Rear Admiral Crandall said, but also admitted that the severity of Clinton's crimes paralleled her mother's. For 9 days, JAG's brightest legal minds pondered Clinton's fate, ultimately concluding that Chelsea Clinton would indeed be hanged. Chelsea Clinton's crimes, on which she has been convicted, and wanton disregard for child safety and welfare leave us no choice but to support a death penalty. Her lack of remorse at her tribunal leads us to believe that lifelong imprisonment will not benefit her, they wrote in a memorandum. Upon learning her fate, Clinton collapsed in a tearful fit. You can't hang me. I'm a mother. What about my children? They'll be left motherless, Clinton said to Rear Admiral Crandall. I guess you should have thought of that before you ruined the lives of thousands of mothers and children. Rear Admiral Crandall snapped. Why don't you hang Mark instead? Why aren't you hanging him? Clinton asked. He cooperated with us. Rear Admiral Crandall replied. I'm so sorry. It was my mother and Bill. They forced me. Clinton started, but Rear Admiral Crandall interrupted her. You're not very adroit at faking emotion. You hang tomorrow. And on the morning of November 6th, Chelsea Clinton's neck snapped, ending over 30 years of Clinton carnage. Real Raw News did not feel it necessary to spell out the details of the actual hanging, as they were remarkably like those of other deep secret handshake state agents whose lives ended at the gallows. So remember to love God and try to be good